Hey everybody, boy DeAno here. This is the Avengers review. I'm gonna keep this as spoiler free as I can. I came back from seeing it last night. I went to the 12:01 a.m. 3D showing. Oh my God, it was absolutely incredible. Now I was like, let me talk first about some of my concerns I had going into this movie. Is like, first is like, I mean, something like this has never really been tried before, so I was wondering even if it would work correctly, because you had all the solo movies, the Thor movie, the Incredible Hulk, the Captain America movie, and the two Iron Man movies, all leading up to this Avengers project. And that there were so many places where this entire thing could have gone absolutely horribly wrong. As a matter of fact, when Iron Man 2 came out, it's like, I mean, I liked Iron Man 2, but it was like, it wasn't really as good as the first one, and it's kind of going on a downward trend. And of course, the other concern I had is when you have a movie that has so many characters. I mean, in the main Avengers cast, you have six characters who are out in the field. So the concern is, are all of them going to get their time to shine? Now, the brilliant thing they, of course, did was bring in the one person who has the most experience in working with an ensemble cast, Joss Whedon. And not only does he have that experience working with ensemble casts, he also has experience working in the world of comic books. What he did with, I think it was Astonishing X-Men, so I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, was really, really good. So just seeing him kind of bring these characters to life, and to the writing he did was so on point for each of the characters, and you saw them interacting. It's really hard for me not to give things away because there's so much that I would really love to talk to you guys about. But um, I will say, yeah, the writing was absolutely brilliant. All of the characters, with the exception of maybe Hawkeye, without getting too much into it, for the first part of the movie, he was, let's just say he wasn't himself. But when he got a chance to shine, he really did. It's like that was actually another one of my concerns, because you have all of these characters that have some sort of powers, and then you have at the other end of the spectrum, you have Black Widow and Hawkeye, and I'm kind of thinking, okay, yeah, it's like I know them in the comic books. It's like they're badass, but how are they gonna translate that to the screen when you have Iron Man flying around and zapping people, and you have Hulk smashing, and all these other things happening with the characters? How are you gonna justify having someone like Black Widow or Hawkeye, which don't really have any superpowers, being a part of this team? But if that's been a concern for you as well, I can officially tell you not to worry about it. That they definitely earn their spots on the team. There's a reason why they're there, and they all deserve to be a part of this team. I liked the way, because traditionally when superheroes meet for the first time, what's the first thing they do? Fight. And they get that out the way in brilliant fashion. I don't think this is spoilers, because this most of this was in the trailer. So you have situations where Thor and Iron Man are going at it, and then later on you have Thor and Thor and the Hulk going at it, and Captain America kind of to step in and break things up, and then just personality wise, that obviously Captain America and Tony Stark probably aren't going to get along too well initially, and well, they don't, but there's a pretty good situation that comes up a little bit later on, where I think they both kind of earn each other's respect when they're put in a situation where they absolutely have to work together, just the two of them. And by the time this movie comes to its crescendo, because the movie's like 2.5 hours long, which surprised me when I came out of theater. I did not realize that much time had passed. It's like the movie's that good. It does start off a little bit slow, I suppose. It's like for me, I was just so excited to see everything happen. I'm sitting there the whole time, just the Avengers. This is cool. So I mean, but I guess it did start off a little bit slow. But when the action picks up, particularly in the third act, when Loki is going all crazy, and the invasion plan that he's set up is happening, and the Avengers have to step in, and there's just constant action, and Hulk's everywhere. Hulk stole that part of the movie. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. I was just talking to Matt Atchity over at RottenTomatoes.com, and I agree with what he said. It's like this is probably the best Hulk we've ever seen on the screen ever. Period. Like throughout his two movies, I mean, well, the first Hulk movie sucked. The second one was better. Yeah, it was better, but this movie really did Hulk justice. So if you're a particular fan of Incredible Hulk, you're really gonna walk away with something good here. What else do I want to talk about? The other concern I had, of course, was having the new actor coming in to play the Hulk, and it's like, how would that work? I mean, just for continuity, because he was played, of course, by Ed Norton in the second Hulk movie, and now they have, I believe, Mark Ruffalo doing it in the Avengers. Uh, I liked Ed Norton as Bruce Banner, and honestly, I like Mark Ruffalo a little bit more. I honestly do. He brought. I think each of the actors brought a little bit of themselves into the characters they were playing, and that's something that truly they made the characters their own, and the chemistry between all of them was so excellent. I really can't hype this movie enough. Before I started recording this video, I was sitting here honestly trying to find issues that I had with the movie, trying to think of things I didn't like, but all of the things I was like, I have a little list here, and all of these things are nitpicks. There's nothing here that's even worth going into. Go see this movie. You won't regret it. I was at the midnight launch, and if I didn't have things to do today, I would be going to see it again. Right now, I would be at the movie theater. I'm just busy. But I will be going to see it again tomorrow. It's like guys can take that as a glowing recommendation. I do not, as a general rule, go to see movies in the theater twice. Not only am I planning on seeing it again tomorrow, but next week I'm very likely going to kidnap my cousin from my auntie and and take him to go see it. Partly because I want him to see it, and partly because I want an excuse to go see it again myself. It's that good. Go see it. Avengers Assemble. I'll see you guys later.